Tonight, the NBC show Who Do You Think You Are traces the family tree of Paula Deen. The recently Ancestry.com also offered to spend some time looking into our own Tracy Berry's roots.
Well, Joe, Ancestry.com decided to focus on my mom's side of the family because I knew very little about it. I grew up in the Northwest, far from my mom's native Tennessee. As it turns out, though, researchers didn't have to go too far back to find a scandal and a scoundrel.
My mom, Louise Curvin Berry, had strong Southern roots.
We know that everyone in the family was born in Tennessee.
But not the South of plantations and garden parties, the poor South of the 20s and 30s. My mom picked cotton as a girl. My grandfather, Ralph Curvin, scratched out a living farming. And Grandma gave birth to 12 children. They barely got by.
And I only really met them a couple of times.
So tell me what you know about you.
Sherry Lindsay, a genealogist from Ancestry.com, arrives bearing documents and surprises.
This is the 1910 census.
Okay.
Each row is a person, and each column is a question.
And one of the names from Lewis County, Tennessee is familiar.
Leela, that's Grandma.
That's your grandma. Then we know that her parents were Tom and Ada Pollock. Her dad is on his second marriage, and the mom is on the first.
We can also see that by 1910, my great-grandparents, Tom and Ada Pollock, have been married for 21 years and have had 10 children, including Grandma Leela. Then Sherry jumps ahead 10 years.
Let's go 10 years forward to the 1920 census.
By this time, the census shows the Pollock family has moved from Lewis to Lake County, Tennessee. But the odd thing is, my great-grandfather Tom Pollock's name is missing.
So at this point, we're kind of wondering, why did they move 200 miles away? And what happened to Thomas?
What happened to Thomas?
So we look at this and asks her marital status, and she says that she's widowed.
But if Ada is a widow, where's Tom's death certificate? What did he die from? Well, apparently, he didn't.
Because I found in the 1920 census, Thomas Pollock living in Arkansas with a new wife.
Stop it.
Yeah, so here he is.
Did he run off with another woman?
So we know that he was on his second marriage with Ada. He married 4 times after that.
Sadly, the documents can only tell us where he went, not why he left Ada to raise at least 4 of their children on her own.
Can you believe it? Thomas. As it turns out, this wasn't the first struggle in Ada's life either. Coming up at 6, a revealing look at her childhood and how my family ended up in the Northwest. Back to you guys.
It's interesting.
I love this stuff. It's great.
You know, with our retro hair day today, it almost looks like some of us were born back in the early 1900s.
It does, doesn't it? I'm not going to pull those pictures out again.
You can go online. I think they have it on our Facebook page.
Yeah, or KGW.com.
If you need a laugh.
Yeah, wow. It's, I'll tell you what, let's check out the scene outside right